Let's be honest. They had a whole story written in their head about you. They thought when they were done with you, that would be it. They thought you would be broken, struggling, isolated, maybe even homeless, finished. In their mind, it was already a wrap. But what they never realized is that they were not writing your story. God was. And while they were busy plotting your downfall, heaven was preparing your elevation. There's a simple truth people forget. You cannot play games with someone protected and expect to win. Here is what makes this even deeper. You were not out there looking for enemies. You were not causing problems. You were minding your own business, staying in your lane, focusing on your life. You did not wrong anyone. You did not wish harm on anyone. But somehow, these people chose and targeted you. Because light naturally exposes darkness. And when someone is operating from jealousy, insecurity, or ego, your presence alone becomes uncomfortable to them. You did not do anything to them, but your peace, your authenticity, your growth, it triggered something inside them. So they came for you, not because you deserved it, but because they could not handle what you represented. They really believed this was going to break you. They thought, this is it. They won't recover from this. They are done. But what they did not know is that your foundation wasn't built on people. It was built on something higher. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." Everything they tried to use against you, God flipped it. Every setback became a setup. Every attack became fuel. Every betrayal became clarity. While they expected your collapse, you started transforming. These people did not just start with you. They've been getting away with taking advantage of people purely out of jealousy for a long time. Manipulating, lying, targeting others, avoiding accountability. And because nothing happened before, they thought nothing would happen now. But here is the thing about karma. It doesn't forget. It waits, and when it comes all at once. You did not cause anything to them. You were just the moment their streak ended. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 reminds us, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows." They planted chaos, negativity, and harm, and now they are harvesting it. Now they are going around saying things that aren't even true, calling you crazy, claiming you caused them, saying you are doing something spiritual against them. But you've been quiet. You did not retaliate. You did not stoop to their level. You did not feed their negativity. And that confuses them even more. Because deep down, they know the truth. They know what they did. What's happening to them is coming from their own actions. But their ego won't let them accept that. So instead, they create a story where you are the villain. Because for them, blaming you is easier than facing themselves. Here is where it really hits them. Not only are they dealing with the consequences of their actions, but you are getting better. You are healing, growing, and leveling up. You are becoming more peaceful, more confident, more aligned. And that bothers them more than anything. Because they expected you to be struggling, but instead you are smiling. They are thinking, how dare you be okay? How dare you move on? How dare you shine after everything we did? But what they don't understand is this. Your growth has nothing to do with them. It's the result of your inner work. It's the result of choosing peace over chaos, healing over bitterness, faith over fear. A lot of what they were doing was about control. They were playing games, trying to manipulate situations, trying to get reactions out of you. You did not even know the game existed, and because you did not play, they lost control. That's why they escalated. That's why they got more aggressive, because nothing frustrates a manipulator more than someone they can't control. Your silence was power. Your peace was resistance. Your detachment was victory. What they really did not expect was that you would gain clarity, that suddenly you'd start seeing things for what they really are. Patterns, intentions, energy, that's discernment. Your rule book did not come from them, it came from God. And now you understand who to trust, who to keep at a distance, what energy to allow, what energy to reject. James chapter 1 verse 5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." You asked and you received. Now you move differently. You see clearly, and that makes you untouchable in ways they don't understand. Here is the irony. They really believe you are responsible for what's happening to them, that you somehow did something to cause their downfall. But the truth, you did not have to do anything. Their actions caught up with them. Their choices created their reality, and your only role was refusing to absorb what they tried to throw at you. You did not send anything back, you just did not carry it. And that's what protected you. At some point, it hits them. Quietly, uncomfortably, they start realizing they should have just left you alone. Because everything they tried to do to you came back to them. And everything they thought you would lose, you gained. Meanwhile, they are stuck dealing with the mess they created. So if you've been through this, if people tried to break you, lie on you, target you, or push you down, understand this. It was never the end of your story. It was the turning point. They thought they were closing a chapter, but God was opening a new one. You did not lose, you transformed. You did not fall, you rose. And now the same people who expected your downfall are forced to watch your elevation. Not because you fought them, but because you stayed aligned with who you are. So keep going, because in the end, the greatest response isn't revenge, it's becoming everything they said you will never be. And that's how it ends. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.